Please welcome this week's special guest, Laura. So, Fiona, what is Laura to you?
This is Laura. She fell asleep when she came on the Antiques Roadshow while an expert was valuing her egg cups.
Micky, how do you know Laura?
This is Laura. She owns my local chippy. And she said if I got her close to Steve, she would give me free chips for the rest of the year.
Finally, David, what's your relationship with Laura?
This is Laura. She's the first woman I ever bought flowers for. I gave them to her to say sorry for being sick on her floor.
So there we are. Fiona's conked-out collector, Micky's chip shop chum, or David's bouquet buddy. Lee's team.
OK, so, Micky, when was this incident?
It's not an incident. It's built up over time, because I've been going in there and Laura says to me, oh, I've seen you on the TV, and we got chatting, and she's always going on about Steve. Oh, do you ever work with Steve? And I'm like,
oh, and
yeah,
this is just coincidence.
He's young and good-looking. I'm like, yeah, thanks.
What's the name of the chip shop, Micky?
The Zappian.
The what?
The Zappian.
What does that mean?
Zappian.
I don't know. Not everything makes sense in the world.
All I know is that I used to live very near you, as you know, and I don't remember...
Hence the court case.
Yeah. I don't remember the Zappian chip shop.
I sort of stumbled on it, if anything. It was sort of en route, because I would normally go to the Codfather, as you know, in East Dulwich.
I prefer the new one, the Codfather 2. Set the scene and talk us through the moment when you knew you were going to be on with Steve and you had this thing to tell. How did it go?
I come in with my little boy, Friday night tradition, we go and get fish and chips, right? OK.
I know you see your boy on a Friday night.
Yeah, but he finishes bad. He finishes bad. I get the tag removed for the evening, and well, we go and pick you up. I walk in, and I say to her, I'm only on with that Steve Jones, who you always go on about, but, you know, roughly that. We have a chat. This is what...
And she says...
And she said, could you get me on the show? I'd love to meet him. Could you... And I said, yeah, I think I can.
Yeah.
I didn't run round there and knock her up in the morning.
Well, Micky, no one doubts what you'll do for a free bag of chips.
Laura, can you look at me, Laura?
Laura's not allowed to speak, Steve.
No, she's not speaking. She's just looking at me.
She's not allowed
I don't want her to speak. I just want her to
drowning, Steve.
No. She's not allowed to look at me.
No.
She can look at you.
Oh, that's all I want. I'm not going to speak to her.
That's how it always starts, isn't it? Oh. Now, is this close enough,
He
do you
wants to see
think?
if she looks adoringly, doesn't he? That's the thing.
She couldn't look any less interested.
This lady does not care for me. Not at all. Not in the slightest. Nothing.
And yet, you watch what happens now. OK. Fiona, were you the person interviewing her when she fell asleep?
No. It was one of our experts, Will Farmer, who's a ceramic specialist, and so he was the one who was talking to her.
So you didn't witness this event? This is something you found out later?
No, I did witness it, because I saw it on the monitor. I waited to see what would happen, because I thought it was pretty funny.
Thought it was funny. I think this woman just died. She's going to be an antique soon.
You'd be surprised how often people do fall asleep on the roadshow, because it's a very long day.
I wouldn't.
Oh. Yeah.
How many egg cups was it?
Well, I don't know how many were in the entire collection, but on the table were about a dozen.
Oh, sorry.
Are you sure?
Sorry.
You asked.
No, please.
Did you...
I promise you, right, I won't do it again. Claudia, have you got a question?
Did you? Did Laura immediately say, yes, I've fallen asleep? Like, was she open about falling asleep, or did she wake up and do that thing where, I think I've got away with this?
She kind of went like that.
How much?
Tell me the period of time from when you noticed her falling asleep to when she woke up.
It was only about 30 seconds, probably. It's not,
30
not that.
seconds?
That's a long time on television to have someone falling asleep.
Yeah, but
This didn't end up in the finished show,
It didn't.
surely.
No. And, and Laura
I'm
was
sorry,
embarrassed.
because the egg cups weren't quite interesting enough.
Oh, dear. OK, David, tell us your fact again, if you can remember it.
Well, she's the first woman I ever bought flowers for, and it was to say sorry for being sick on her floor.
Right.
When was this?
I was a student, so it would have been in the mid-90s.
Was it a party?
It was sort of... there were a group of people that had gone back to her room after being in a
David, just so
bar.
you know, that's called a party.
Well, no, well... what I'm saying is invitations hadn't been issued.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't have to...
There's a gang of you, you've gone back,
Yeah.
you're drunk. At what point do you throw up? You're not all four.
Claudia, wait a minute. We don't know if he was drunk or not. He may have just...
Were you drunk?
I was drunk.
OK, he's drunk.
So you get back to the room, you put on some music. What do you do?
Well, there was definitely drinking.
Yes.
I think there might have been crisps.
Right.
I'll tell you what, all the clues are saying party.
Yeah.
It is looking that way, isn't it?
There was a brief round of musical statues, but it didn't really... no, I remember sitting on a sofa and drinking, and
Right.
then it goes a bit... my memory fades slightly.
Oh.
So I think I might have fallen asleep,
Before that.
dozed off, passed out.
And then you wake up and you think, I'm not going to make it. Do you ask for a bucket?
No, I didn't think I was going to die. I don't remember much. I remember I wake up, I'm definitely going to be sick in a minute, and I essentially have enough time to lean forward.
Oh.
And then someone produces a bin. Sort
Yes.
of, I would say, 60% of the way through the process.
And what about the flowers? When did they come into it?
The next day, I woke up the next day and felt very hungover and quite guilty.
Did she clean it up? Did she say...
I think
Didn't
she
ask?
cleaned it up, but
OK.
I certainly... what I didn't say is, here's some flowers, and if it's still festering there, I'll go and clean it up now.
All right, we need an answer. So, Lee's team. Is Laura
confused.
Fiona's conked-out collector, Micky's chip shop chum, or David's bouquet buddy?
Who do you want to rule out?
Mickey.
You want to rule Mickey out?
The Zappian? What? Who? What?
So you want to rule out Mickey for no other reason than the name of the chip shop?
The other thing is, I don't want to get pernickety, but unless Mickey has some magical line to the producer who goes, who's on 3 weeks in advance, I found out who I was with, I think, today. Like, I don't think you know that far.
To be honest with you, Claudia, some people get booked well in advance.
Was it just me? I think she went to university with David and he threw up on her carpet.
Mitchell's not vomiting on people's carpets. He's a class act. He
The
doesn't
one thing
vomit
you
on
can
floors.
say about vomit is that everyone's done it, including the Queen.
That is treason! You conjuring up the image in people's minds of Her Majesty hunched over the toilet bowl, heaving and heaving and heaving. You disgust me. Her crown falling in, taking it out, giving it a rinse.
Right, so Claudia, you're saying David. You're saying...
Mickey.
Mickey. We'll go with Mickey.
OK, you're saying
Go
it's
with
Mickey.
Mickey. Right, Mickey.
OK, yeah.
Right. Laura, would you please reveal your true identity?
My name is Laura, and David gave me flowers after he was sick on his couch.
Yes, Laura is David's bouquet buddy. Thank you, Laura. Thank you very much. Please welcome this week's special guest, Laura. So, Fiona, what is Laura to you?
This is Laura. She fell asleep when she came on the Antiques Roadshow while an expert was valuing her egg cups.
Mickey, how do you know Laura?
This is Laura. She owns my local chippy. And she said if I got her close to Steve, she would give me free chips for the rest of the year.
Finally, David, what's your relationship with Laura?
This is Laura. She's the first woman I ever bought flowers for. I gave them to her to say sorry for being sick on her floor.
So there we are. Fiona's